Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 0. I'm joined by Andy Tate. A comfortable, routine, good win, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was well worked out. It's good to be back in the Premier League now, get the ball rolling, and we've got 3 points. And we roll. That's how we roll in the business, innit? And we're a point off the top 4 now with a game in hand. And there's big games coming this weekend as well. I mean, look at the top. Newcastle, look at Newcastle, 4 points behind them as well. You could even look even higher, but that's for another day. But I'd say everybody within the top 4 races won by Tottenham this weekend. Liverpool have actually awoken like a sleeping giant, and they're coming up the track. But we're in it. We're in it. We're a couple of wins away from glory and a couple of wins away from we're in the shit.
Yeah, it's that tricky point in it. But we got to think as well. It feels, because we've had Christmas, because we're sat here, we're full of Christmas dinner. You feel like we must have played 20, 25 games. But really, we've only played, this is our 15th game tonight. We're still in the sort of early-ish stages of the Premier League season. There's a lot that can change it. Like, I'm looking at the Premier League table here. City are, 3 points ahead of us, but they've got 2 games in hand. So obviously that could go up to 9 points. Cool. Newcastle 4 points ahead. We've got a game in hand, so that can be cut down to 1 point. You even look at Arsenal. Yes, they're 11 points ahead of us, which I wouldn't expect us to catch. But there's a lot. It feels like there's a lot going on this season where I feel like anything could happen. Even now, I think Arsenal could win the league. I think Newcastle could win the league. I think United could finish second. I feel like it's one of those seasons where I wouldn't rule anything out. Like, does it feel to you like this is one of those years where if you get something going, something weird might happen?
If your luck changes, and you get bad luck. Look, Arsenal's next 2 games, I've seen it: Brighton, then Newcastle. And Brighton, they're up there as well.
Well, they're 7th.
They're 7th. You're looking at we could be like 5-6 points off the top if results went our way this weekend. But Liverpool play Friday night against Leicester, and we've got to win our game on Saturday against the Wolves side. We've got a manager bounce, and that's a tough place to go. Wolves, they're going to be fighting for everything. So we're gonna see. You'll get a more picture after about 20 games. Yeah. You get then there's 18 games left because then you start looking where can we do, where can we go, and don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say we're going to win the league, but it would be nice to be in a title race. This could be, if Arsenal were to lose games, you could have 4, 5, 6 teams in a title race, and it'd be good for the Premier League, obviously. And it grab the attention of everybody. But if you're in a title race, all these games are coming thick and fast. You're in cups as well. What do you prioritise?
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because obviously United have got to prioritise top 4 above
anything
else.
Of course you've got to prioritise top 4. But if you're in a mix, then you've got to say, right, January's here. Are you going to help me? Ten Hag will say, are you going to help me? Jesus Christ, we're fighting on all fronts here, and you've just lost me Gapo. Because of your incompetence on the board, on certain board members and fucking scouting systems, which wanted a player, then 24 hours later, a week later, we want him for him. So it's frustrating losing Gapo. But on the football side, we're looking good tonight. Rashford again scoring, Martial scoring. Very fortunate with the goal, getting shots off for Forest, and I felt sorry for Jesse Lingard going off injured, and he got his standing ovation, which was fair enough and quite honourable. And I missed Fred. Yeah, missed Fred's goal due to personal reasons. But it's good. It's good. We're back on. We're firing again. We've only lost 4 games all season. So we got Wolves, we got Bournemouth, we got FA Cup, we got Carabao Cup, we got City,
we got
Arsenal,
Europa League playoff against Barcelona.
If we lost Barcelona, I wouldn't be crying about it. I know it's a tough game, but it's domestically, that's where your bread and butter is. Yeah. And we need top 4. We need it. But if we're in the mix and everything, come the end of January, the games are coming thick and fast. Are you gonna back Ten Hag if he requests something in the last week of January?
Surely they have to.
You have to. Sure, even
especially when you see. Let's move on to it. When you see the signings he's made so far, I think Anthony, the jury's still out a little bit, obviously because of the price tag and all that. But look at Casemiro in particular. He was fantastic today, wasn't he?
Oh, he's like a vintage Mercedes, isn't it? Classic. And there were certain people at the start of the season not giving him a glimpse, writing him off. He doesn't do anything. Jesus Christ, he's won 3 Champions Leagues, he's won La Ligas. He's
won 5 Champions Leagues, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's won a
certainly
lot.
4.
Yeah, certainly 4, and he's won Copa del Rey, he's won La Ligas. So people who are jealous, and we all know who they are, who he is, who just waffle shite. I know I talk crap, but it's just like Martinez. Bring him down to playing brilliantly. Yeah. We've got brilliant players. We've got a World Cup winner. We've got a serial winner in Casemiro, who's just playing off the park today. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, last week he played centre back, didn't he, against Burnley? He was brilliant.
Speaking of midfielders or non-centre backs playing centre back, Luke Shaw in there, 100 passes today, clean sheet. I didn't really know. Weirdly, he had 100 passes, but I didn't really notice him. But it was just a good, competent performance, wasn't it? Ten Hag having to rotate it again, but Luke Shaw playing centre back did all right.
Yeah, he did all right because it was against the below par Nottingham Forest, and maybe he could play against the lower league sides like that, but not against in the big matches. No. You couldn't ask him to play against City like that. Or he said an FA Cup tie, coming against Everton as well, Wolves on Saturday. I mean, you're going to, let's say Martinez might even figure on Saturday. So that's the next job now. We'll go to Wolves. We'll try to get 3 points. And we could be sitting in the top. This is the test. If you get into the top 4, stay there. It's getting into it, then staying in it. That's the test on Saturday now. 3 points on Saturday, then we can sit back, enjoy New Year's Eve celebrations, and if everyone's disintegrating around us, we're looking good in the new year.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Andy, for joining us. Make sure you check out Andy on Instagram and everywhere else. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And Andy mentioned New Year's Eve there. On the 30th of December, the day before, we are in Dublin for our first ever live show. There are still a few tickets left, so make sure you get one of those in the description to this video. Check it out. We are here with me, Adam McCullough, Jay Motti, Stephen Howson, and Manchester United legend Brian McClare will be there as well. Chocky will be in the house, so check it out. Come join us, come see us, and we'll have a fantastic night on the 30th of December in Dublin, Ireland. Thank you again, Andy, for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you in a bit.